Hey guys, it's Melanie, your fastest Iraqi dinar somewhere on the net. I'm a little chilly tonight. What do you have for dinner? We're having chicken pot pie. So look, I'm going to try my best to pull this together. And I did a long live stream this morning, and I got something from Jack and probably Master Sergeant Scott, because my special friend is flying back with 6 other soldiers to deliver our fallen soldier Tony, who used to be in our chat, which is very sad, back to Australia where he wants to be interned. He's a dual citizen, and we're praying for their flights to be safe and for his family's safety. So if you haven't heard that, he was in our chat. Does anybody remember him? He used to say good day, mate. And Jack was in the chat today, and we toasted to him last night. It threw me off yesterday. I did 3 live streams yesterday. Threw me off, but we weren't even confirmed it was him, although I think I knew in spirit that it was him. And so it was this kind of a sad, but he's not alone, right? And we know he's with the Lord, right? So anyways, that's the update. That in case if you didn't hear the update, he used to be in my chat, and I would love to do, I wish somebody could go back through all the live chats and put some of his comments together for memorial, but whatever. So Jack, who's doing double duty with everybody being out, 7 members of his unit are gone, He said a pre-recorded speech was played on TV from Mr. Sudani, stating that in restoring the currency, Iraq's financial institutions have done their jobs in securing and stabilizing the economy and combating corruption. Oh my gosh, I need my glasses. So guys, I wanted to bring this to you as soon as I could before my husband and I decide to have dinner. He said, they have done their jobs in stabilizing the economy and combating corruption. Iraq is ready to do something with their dinar. No exact date was given during the broadcast. However, he has ignited discussions about the government's preparedness to back the private sector and bring in foreign investors. He states, we are ready for the international market. All criteria has been met according to the World Bank and the Bank of International Settlements. This was just on the news channel 1 about 10 minutes ago. I think the first quarter will be very telling, Jack. So Jack sent this to me. I was busy getting through your emails. He sent this less than an hour ago. And guys, Jack, thank you. I'm putting this together as fast as I can. And then the other breaking news, right before I got off my live stream, or right after, I think I posted a copy of this. Exclusive, Iraq signs 8 memorandums of understandings with Iran. We know that Sudani left this morning to go to Iran. He's just traveling all over because he's elevating his country to the global stage. He's invited everybody to participate, and as part of that, he signed 8 memorandums of understanding, which means what? I have often said, I know contract law because of my studies as a CPA and a business person who was offered the CFO position 3 times before the age of 32. My career focus was Price Waterhouse as an auditor. I understand all the things that are going on over there with them auditing the government of Iraq, auditing the Central Bank of Iraq, and what the Central Bank of Iraq just did, tried to in-run the Forex. I don't know if it was successful or not, but he was on TV today. I'll read it again because you need to really understand this. But just today, Iraq signed 8 memorandums of understanding with Iran. That you only do a memorandum of understanding to clarify your intentions, like a contract, but without consideration. So the only element of that contract that's missing is the money. Because why? They're going to revalue their currency. That's exactly what they're going to do. So that just happened today. He mentioned both countries share common concerns about developments in Syria, highlighting the possibility of resurgence of terrorist cells as a significant security threat to both Iraq and Iran. But guys, they are moving ahead, doing business together, just like everything that Sudani's doing. He's building a global brand, is what he's doing. And this with this thing on TV, which he just said to his citizens, stating that Mr. Sudani stated this: in restoring the currency, Iraq's financial institutions have done their jobs in securing and stabilizing the economy and combating corruption. Iraq is ready to do something with their dinar. No exact date was given during the broadcast. However, he has ignited discussions about the government's preparedness to back the private sector and bring in foreign investors. He'd already brought in a ton of foreign investment. He states, we are ready for the international market. All criteria has been met according to the World Bank and the Bank of International Settlements. This was just on the news, Channel 1, about 10 minutes ago. I think the first quarter will be very telling. And guys, that's why you need to subscribe and tap the bell to my channel. I bring you breaking news right out of Iraq from the interpreters there on base. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I did do timestamps. So they also confirmed that the World Bank confirmed the importance. Here's one of the article that I broke on my live stream this morning. Parliament conforms to World Bank on the importance of government infrastructure and development. Guys, they didn't really, they did state a lot, but basically the World Bank is there making sure that Iraq is on top of everything. So they are doing everything they need to do. When you look at it like a country like Iraq, it's like the board of directors for a publicly traded company. The World Bank, the IMF, they're like the board of directors to make sure everything's going on track, right? And so countries that are in the world have to be governed by those bodies. And they're doing it. And it says the Parliamentary Finance Committee confirmed to the World Bank delegation today, Wednesday, the importance of keeping the infrastructure of the development path in the hands of the government. The media department of the Council of Representatives stated in a statement received by the news agency, there was all these people that the regional director for the Middle East to discuss supporting the railway rehabilitation project within the development road project, indicating the meeting reviewed the economic and regional vision of the development road project and its strategic importance in stimulating investment, movement, maximizing non-oil revenues and providing job opportunities, and also discussed the possibility of the private sector contributing to its implementation. The meeting discussed multi-stage support provided by the World Bank for this development road project, including modernizing and rehabilitating the current railway network and linking it from southern Iraq through the north and reaching Turkey. Al-Atwani stressed, according to the statement, that the infrastructure of the development road should be in the hands of the government so that this important project that links Iraq to the countries of the world is not subject to influences, noting that our vision is for the development, this is the World Bank, that our vision is for the development road project not to be just a transit point, but rather we seek to be a gateway to revitalizing economic and commercial activities and developing infrastructure. So this thing they're doing with the World Bank is huge because that makes them a global brand and a global partner with all the other countries of the world. Of course, the Central Bank of Iraq is already doing its thing with their auditors there, Oliver and Wyman, making sure they can trade in many currencies. There's been, we're not sure, but we think that the Central Bank of Iraq is no longer doing everything through them and through the Treasury of the United States and the Federal Reserve, that it's been passed down to correspondent banks. That would be in line with the article that we saw. I do have the article, but I don't have it with me right now. It would be in line with the article we saw that they're using a global exchange company to get the currency revaluation in the hands of people, or get currencies in the hands of people, where you can go and get digital cards for your dollars, for your paper money, right? So they put the digital cards in the hands of all the citizens. They get a 10% bump up that I've reported on many times. And now they've made this agreement with this global exchange company to end run around Forex. Now, if you're here in the US, you're hearing, oh, that didn't work or whatever. Well, we shall wait and see. Let's see how it pans out. But with my strategies, you can go to any bank you want. You know exactly what to do. No, you just change the bank names. And so they're saying now they have correspondent banks at JP Morgan Chase and Citibank here in the US and in Europe. So that would be our target, wouldn't it? So hang on, because it's a developing story. Again, this came out just recently. Now, if we go to everybody else, they're still talking about the budget and not passing those laws. I said, I'm the only one who said that they passed a law on December 20th to be able to run around and go with a different global exchange company to have this happen so their citizens can get their money. There's a bunch of Iraqi citizens here in the U.S., primarily in Michigan, I think. And so, guys, it might change our strategy as far as where we go, but it doesn't change my 3 steps to a safe exchange, which you can always get pinned in the comment down below. So Militiaman said, change is coming. The new reinforcement mechanism is doing what it's designed for. It's not the dollar auctions anymore. They call it the reinforcement mechanism. What are they doing? They're increasing their foreign currency reserves. That's his perspective. We have a little bit of a different perspective because of Jack, who's our superstar, also Mr. T, who's a trader, and I'm going to have a special guest on the 15th to talk more about this. Frank 26, I know what today is. I know that yesterday the parliament was supposed to finish the articles in the budget. I know that on the 7th, Sudani wanted everything done. If not, what was he going to do? An operational budget? That was Frank 26. Mark Z said the oil and gas law is the salvation of the outstanding file. Again, the oil and gas law. They passed another law, right, on December 20th that nobody's looking at, but we're looking at it because we've got Jack and we've got Master Sergeant Scott. Mountain Goat, let's revisit this oil and gas law. Remember, this is a constitutional requirement. Oh gosh, I went through so many articles this morning, guys. You got to go watch that live stream. There's so many articles out of Iraq. I couldn't possibly summarize it. Let's see. There was let me just give you the titles. There was one that was really important that even talked about Vietnam and why Vietnam would be a good thing. Hold on. So here's the article about he headed to Tehran. U.S. urges KDP to expedite formation of exclusive government in Kurdistan region. They're talking about combining everybody in the country. They didn't say what they did. The cabinet held its regular session, but it was very brief. They didn't say anything they covered. So guys, our people on the ground have said they've been in many closed-door meetings, and then they just brought up what Sudani said today. So that's good enough for today, I think. The point is we still pray that this is the time. Again, a pre-recorded speech was played on TV from Mr. Sudani, stated that in restoring the currency, Iraq's financial institutions have done their jobs in securing and stabilizing the economy. And combating corruption. Iraq is ready to do something with their dinar. No exact date was given during the broadcast. However, he has ignited discussions about the government's preparedness to back the private sector and bring in foreign investors. He states, we are ready for the international market. All criteria has been met. World Bank, IMF, UN, everybody's happy with them. International Monetary Fund, supposedly they're supposed to host the next UN meeting. I don't even know when that is, but evidently Iraq was supposed to host it. So we'll see what happens. And he said, he also mentioned the criteria has been met according to the World Bank, the Bank of International Settlements, and this was just on the news, Channel 1, and 10 minutes ago. I think the first quarter should be very telling. Yes, it is very telling. And Jack, thank you again for your wonderful keeping us in the know and something nobody else has. So please subscribe and tap the bell to find the latest insights. We'll be live tomorrow morning. I did a record 3 live streams yesterday, so I'm not doing that tonight. Unless something changes, I'm sure they'll call us on our special line and let us know that there's news. I love you all. Keep your prayers and your faith up there that this is it. I did get back to everybody's emails as of, an hour ago? So if you sent me a payment and forgot to send me the email, you need to send me an email. There's a few payments I got. I don't have an email, and I don't have the time to look for your emails. I'm just saying, and I don't want to make sure I don't send the strategies to the wrong person. So if you paid me, you need to also email me and say I paid you this app, this date, this amount for these strategies. Please, okay? Help me help you. God bless. Bye.